What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? My name is David, and today I'm bringing you a playoff game in the wild card round between Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals made a little run at the end of the season. It didn't look like they were going to make the playoffs, and they reeled off 4 straight wins, shorthanded, without Jamar Chase, without a bunch of players, and they're still without a bunch of players. But Joe Burrow, big game hunter, had a huge game against the Dallas Cowboys. You've never seen that game. Go back about 3 weeks and watch that unbelievable comeback win by one Joe Burrow. Excuse me. And I mean, everyone wants to see Kansas City Chiefs and Cincinnati Bengals. They are like a mainstay in must-see television, whether it's in the playoffs or the regular season. It's either Kansas City versus Cincinnati, Cincinnati versus Buffalo, Buffalo versus Kansas City. Those three teams people want to see. They usually lead to epic games. Now, Kansas City and Cincinnati did play early this season. Kansas City got the win late in the game in a low-scoring game. I anticipate this being a high-scoring game as I click some wrong buttons here. So let's take a look at the injury report for the Chiefs. Well, we can look at the Bengals first. There's no Joe Mixon. Tyron Smith, who they brought on a one-year deal in the offseason, is out. And one of their best draft picks, Troy Fatunanu, he's out still. He just got hurt. The Chiefs have no Kadarius Toney or Pacheco. So, but the Chiefs got Trey Benson, who's like the fastest running back in the draft besides Wright. It's on the in real life, Wright is on the Dolphins, but he's on our Arizona Cardinals. Unfortunately, just lost. Let's take a look at the depth chart for the Chiefs first. Of course, Mahomes, he's like unbelievable. He's going to win MVP. Pacheco. See, this man right here, Trey Benson, he's a monster. Rashee Rice, Sky Moore. So they're really hurting at wide receiver for sure. Sky Moore had a great season in the slot, and Toney had a great season. Kelsey's unbelievable. He drafted a nice rookie in Patrick Paul. Tooney, Creed Humphrey. Of course, they have a great offensive line. Trey Smith, he's good. Juwan Taylor, all right. So their ends are a little under 80, but Karlaftis, Chris Jones is a monster. Benito, Bolton, Leo Chanel, of course McDuffie, Snead, the rookie Nate Wiggins, 6'2", 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 79 overall, and he's getting a negative morale boost there. That's crazy. Connor, their free safety's a little hurting, and Justin Reed. Let's go back to our Bengals. Of course, we got Joe Burrow up to a 98 with the boost. Chase Brown's filling in, but Chase Brown had some really good games here when Mixon went out. So, and he's up for a dev game this game. So, give me the dev game and the win by Madden gods. Jamar Chase is back. He was out for like the last 4 games. Roman Dunes is one of the best rookies ever drafted as far as wide receiver goes. Johnny Wilson's really good. When he had a start for Chase, he had great numbers. So I want to keep him on the outside. I don't want to keep him in the slot. Chase is going to move to the slot. Aronde Gadsden, yeah, nice little check down guy. Nothing special. Juwan James has to play left tackle because there's no Trent Smith. Or who's my guy? Tyron Smith. Good God. Volson, he's okay. They signed Connor Williams to a 1-year deal, or no, a 3-year deal. Alex Kappa came back. He came back. Orlando Brown has to play right tackle. Miles Murphy, I believe, is now a superstar with developments this year. Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader, they kept on the what is it called? The franchise tag. We did not use it on T. Higgins because we knew we were going after a wide receiver in this draft. I think the Bengals maybe should have done that. Barrett Carter. Barrett Carter is the best defensive rookie drafted, maybe ever. Very high in sacks. He plays left outside linebacker, kind of like what's his name from the Eagles, that's now been traded to the Jets. Listed as a left outside linebacker, but a situational pass rusher, and he's got a lot of sacks. I'm going to talk about guys this size and that fast getting just ridiculous sacks in the slow sim. Logan Wilson's really good. We got speed at our linebackers, Jermaine Pratt, so we can match the Chiefs for sure. I know Awuzie in real life is no longer here, and we'll be moving on from him after this year anyway. But Cam Taylor-Britt and DJ Turner, especially DJ Turner, mad speed. Even Levi Wallace is up to an 81 with the boost. Let's go. Daxton Hill, super fast. Tyson Anderson, super fast. Bubba Bolden's even fast, 6'2", 200 pounds. Battles pretty much like the slowest guy on our defense. So those are the starting lineups. Chiefs did not win their division, obviously, as you can tell, because they're playing on the road in the first round of the playoffs. That goes to the Chargers, who had the best record at 14-3. We can take a look at that real quick. 13-4. Yeah, best team in football, best playbook in football. Right behind them, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, the MVP. So, what a matchup this is going to be. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time.
Back in Week 14, the Chiefs won a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Bengals. Can Cincinnati get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech, getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Chase the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Brown going up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now Mahomes. Get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Mahomes now on first down.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
Touchdown!
Sky Moore.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals getting set to go. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get that.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Right back to Brown.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Outright and brought in by Moore.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super Wild Card Weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Denver Broncos matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again, Burrow. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. Call it a gain of of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle and complete to Moore. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They go play action with Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they go play action now. Burrow.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Burrow on play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
He gets this one complete to Rice.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Mahomes.
That pass complete to Moore.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Myles Murphy.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
The Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Run to the sideline and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Chase, complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And Burrow going to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
And the first down, Chiefs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. 13 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they will take a knee here. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.